We're trying to make this recording really quickly. It is Shabbat winding down for this week, and we want to say Shabbat Tov when it comes. And I hope you had a nice Shabbat wherever you are, and try to have a wonderful rest of the Shabbat wherever you are, and a Shabbat Tov when it comes. Now, I want to speak quickly about a couple of things. First of all, family, our beloved royal, Rothschild's family, our beloved royal family, our beloved, my beloved husband came out Shabbat, and our beloved royal kinspeople and sister people. When we tried to get up book the hotels for this Shabbat for us they said give us right around. It was at all the hotels that we own. Okay, we own a lot of things. Okay, that's it. So the Monotel the card never showed up. Okay, but that's it. So we're letting the card company know that it never showed up, and it's been like it's been over 10 days. Okay, so now I want to say that to you too. And we told you that the desk clerk was really rude. So they called police. I mean, I own the Manitel chain, and I had to renovate a lot of the things because they weren't. Well, that's obvious why the man sold them. The people sold them because they couldn't upkeep them. So I just wanted to let you know that too. And so it was a long time when I was a little girl, and there was a woman that was going to try to be me, a criminal. So there's another Manitou right next to the hotel, the Royal Hotel, Royal Manitou, and we booked there. And the man said, he wasn't giving me, the manager came. They're not giving me any room because they said so. They take all this information. They're taking this information. They get your names, and then they get other person information if they can. At least they were trying to look for card things, and the Aliyah woman said get her card, and the gay man said I was fake. They keep saying I'm fake, I'm not real, because people tried to take my identity. They said we're gonna let you do it too. So they tried to take the identity of me and my beloved came out SHABTAI, and our family consider people. They tried to take our things. They said we're gonna let you do it to really creepy people. And it's got to be really bad. You try to live with somebody else, and there's something really wrong with your brain. Okay, not to mention that it's a crime. So now that happened there. Now we own Best Western. We told you we want to push the Best Western. So I went to our diplomat, a hotel diplomat. The man was mad because I came, and he says, "Who made this reservation?" Then he keeps the paper. I can't give you a room looking like that. I was really mad because I said, I have to go days and start showering. But I said, so he didn't give me the room. He didn't give us the room. So we had to go to another place. We had to come out here to where we also own these. But to sit and was seeing of our kid having just like the Best Western was too. This is it. So and just want to let you know too. So they went through all this keeping it. I said, give me that paper then if you don't give us a room. No, he's keeping that. But he was keeping it. It was his. Okay, fine. So now we're letting everybody know, including bookings, we own part of, what they did. And bookings tells us who did stuff to us, and it screens people too. Okay, so now we just want to let you know that too. And so now they gathered this information, didn't let us have rooms. They said sit, not have rooms. So there's something wrong with that. And the card was supposed to come to one of our hotels, and it didn't come. Because that we owned that, so we had that address. This is it. We had that address too, and it never showed up. This is it. And the card place knows that's where it was. So now who's keeping all this information? Because they really know the card people know that I'm who I say I am. Now, when we book our things, there's a secretary that there's a number that we use. Okay, we just sit, and they know that we're real. There's people trying to steal and everything. I can't imagine that they keep trying to do all these things. And the two security people at this train station, they were involved. They said, and they told me that they after they get caught and everything, that just wrong. There was an American that was arresting me and said I was nothing, and then they helped the Americans to try to they did instead of telling the American, are you doing something to me? An American man he was harassing me. I was sitting on the stairs. He was harassing me. They come pushing on me and trying to make me leave. But the thing is, when they tell me to leave, they get in front of me so I can't move. So there's something wrong. So they were involved too. They said something wrong with that. Okay, so now there's something, this criminal. Okay, so we just want to let you know that too. Now, we're gonna go to something where people probably saw, and we'll post it. Now, our beloved, one of our beloved Uncle Dads, who's gone now, and he presented me and my beloved SHABBY. Let people know that we're the king, queen, and who we are. We had a relative, and that relative's dead. He's not going around doing anything. And there shouldn't be any Orthodox female rabbi. There shouldn't be any female rabbi like that. She tried to perform a ceremony because it said they were trying to take over the gay people, and when our beloved Uncle Dad saw one of our relatives saying that he was older than me and my beloved he was older than me and my beloved husband came up SHABBY. It happened a long time ago when my beloved husband came up SHABBY and our little kids, and they said they were gonna go undercover after he discovered what he found out what people were saying and what they had tried to do, because we don't like gays. Okay, we can't have gays or whores. We can't have that. Our law, there isn't any head rabbi that's gonna over all the Jews of the world. There's no gay rabbi. There's no gay Jew. Okay, it's not allowed. So when he found he found out and when he heard that they were before he heard the rest of it, and is it true he cursed them. He cursed them. Rabbi can curse you. They said because and a rabbi's strong, so a rabbi can curse you. And then he told me, they were actually going undercover because nobody likes gays. He said, and we don't want those. Then our rabbi Uncle Dad felt really, really bad, and he's like, and he knew that his curses worked, and then they died. Because something happened to them. It was something where they tried to do something like it's supposed to be undercover to try to catch these people, and I think the building collapsed, and they died, and so it's something like that, and so it happened a long time ago, and he never felt good after that, because it was a relative, it was a grandson, and he all he thought about was he should have thought about it before he cursed them. But we know that if things happen, but we don't have gays. Okay, I'm gonna let you know that now, and we don't have whores. We don't have that. And the child of a child of a rabbi, if it's done something bad, is to be put away. So we know that we ate that fruit, and that we live for eternity. We actually ate that fruit. So basically, and we handed out to everybody. In the end, that gets that fruit. Me and my beloved SHABTAI and our beloved royal family members, they said it. So we want to let you know that too. So and so nobody would eat of that fruit if they were going to be a bad person. God would not allow it. But we want to let you know that too. So we're not that. So we're not gay. My beloved King SHABTAI not gay, and I'm not a whore, and we don't do bad things. And people, you cannot kidnap somebody and try to do stuff to them, and then try to say they're bad, because you're going to incur the death penalty for kidnapping. So we just want to let you know that too, and all the other things, sins that you commit. You can't rape somebody and then call them a whore, and then say or keep them drugged and rape and repeat it, and then call them dirt. But we want to let you know that too. So it's like basically like the story of sort of like when the man says what he would do in our history of our people, if he won, what he would do, and the first thing that came through the archway, so he did something he had to carry it out. So to make a long story short, we know that you answer for everything you do. And God sees everything, which we want to let you know that too. We don't accept gays. I'm sorry, of any kind. And they're not taking over any. What makes them think that they're taking over the world? What makes a whore think she's taking over the world? What makes any dirty thing think they're taking over the world when they know God, our God is supreme, our God rules, and our God wins. And so they're and what happened to them, it could very well have been they should never have been doing that in the first place, if that's where they were undercover. But there were other people that were in there that could have done something to them too before, when the building collapsed. We weren't inside, but they it's like a police sting. We don't like that. We don't like gays. It's like when first was finally rescued and brought over here, and all the gays start coming into Turkey. It was disgusting. Well, they found out that we're not gay friendly. And so they looked at me And I said, you should, and they said, they don't like, the people that like him there. I said, you should have known we're not gay friendly. We don't like gays. Why'd you come here bothering us? Because it, and they have the nerve to try to change their clothes to dress like a man, but it's like they put on makeup they couldn't wash off and it still stays. But that's it. So we just want to tell you about that. That's not happening. What you see, that there's no same-sex marriage in Israel. There's no same-sex marriage in any of our kingdom. You can't do that. So we're letting you know that it's not anything, and no female should have ever been trying to do that in the first place. So we just want to let you know that too. That's gone, and there may have been some people that might have been all right in there, but because there were other people that were in the building that were really wicked. If you're in the building with wicked people, you're gonna go. You're gonna go. Because it's like if you're in a city that's condemned, like Sodom and Gomorrah. You're in a city that's condemned. If you don't get out, you're going to get the penalty the same. The people are condemned by God. So basically, we try to make them feel better. That's it. And if that were the case, if they were really telling the truth, that because they were in a building with some people that were wicked and the building fell, that they go too. Just like even though they're just not supposed to be. You stand up tall, you stand up straight and say, I don't take that. We don't want that, and that's what you do. You don't like it. We may have had to find people, but we see them anyway. So it's it. They do things to get smart. They try to kill us, and it's it. That's all. Everything's attacking me is a gay. You know what I'm saying? And a whore. So everything's attacking us. They're gays and whores, and we don't accept them. They're attacking me and my beloved SHABTAI. Our family can subsist, but they've been doing that for the longest, attacking us. They don't take over the world. People need to understand that Satan doesn't win. You know what I'm saying? The devil loses. And there's no more war in heaven, God said. Remember I told you God thundered that? And now the war on earth is over. It's a cleansing process. So that's what you see. They're going. And I know you see that they look like rigor mortis is setting in. The other day, the man heard me. I said, it's just camouflage corpse, a woman. The man said, she's telling the truth. Because this woman, she tried to look fancy, but she looked like a corpse. So basically said, so they go away. So me and my beloved SHABTAI were really, really small. And but that's what I remember. That's what we saw. And so we tried to make him understand, if he was in the building with some people that were condemned by God, if they were in the building with that, he should not have been there. He said, you don't have to be there if you catch them. He said, you shouldn't have just done that. This is it. And so you can see there's no such thing as that. There's no civil marriage. There's no same sex. And I'm sorry, but we don't take that. Our whole kingdom is against that. And you're not taking over this planet, because I'm asking God to do something to you. You're not taking over this planet dirt. So they try to kill me all the time. They try to hurt my beloved child. They try to hurt my beloved SHABBY, and our family can feel people. And we just know that our God helps us, and we're not going to take the dirt. So they might have been went a little far to try to catch the wicked. But if it's condemned, you're not supposed to be in place around it. Like God says, do not bring up important thing into your home, for it is prescribed for death. And if you do try to help it or bring it in, then you are also prescribed. It's like the snake song. When the snake bit the woman, and the snake said, "Look, I came to do something to you, and you should never help me." Basically said, and the snake song, that song that we told you about. And so basically said, and that's the same thing with a wicked person. They know what they're trying to do. They don't change. The extremely wicked are not gonna change, and they have to go away, and something has to happen. Like the penalty for homosexuality is death, just like the penalty for whoredom, just like the penalty for premarital sex. All those things, it's death. So it's no changing. You can't just change. God saw all of that. It says it, so we just want to let you know that too. And that's why God says, don't bring up important things into your home. We don't want those things. You can't come. It says it. We don't want, you can't come. It's not that you change. You're not gonna don't subject the land to whoredom or harlotry. Lest everybody in the land becomes a whore. So we don't accept that either. It says it, and that will be the same thing with a gay. So it's really a picture of discussing what they tried to do. So to our people, and to our beloved family, and to our beloved people and kids people, city people, it's really wrong. So and we don't like that. So Mr. said, so we think maybe that's what happened, that they were in a building or with people that were prescribed for death, and they should not have gone so far. because when our beloved rabbi, Nasik Rabbi, when he said, they said they were scared, because when he cursed them, they were scared, and they were shaken, because that's exactly what he did. And then he felt bad because he knew his curses worked. And then he was really mad, because why did they do that, and why didn't they ask him first, and basically sit and and it just didn't seem right to him, and he felt really bad, and basically sit, and then something happened to him. And we tried to say, well, probably because it was prescription, but the prescription of death. You're not. They have death cooties, people. There are people out there who have death cooties that run. Okay, so nobody ever tried that again, because it's to be done a certain way, and it's not to be done that way. Like people, like they try to hook you on stuff, like people, they go undercover, and they say, okay, now I've heard of these stories where now you're catching a drug dealer, or people who deal drugs. Now you're supposed to do this a certain way. Then they try to hurt you. You're not supposed to do anything except arrest them. You're not supposed to partake and do things. So it's the same with that. So so that's what we're trying to say. That's probably what we understand, because it just wouldn't have happened that way. So that's all we're trying to tell you. Okay. Now another thing. It just wouldn't happen that way. It's just the way that we are. He would have been able to see all these things before. So we just want to let you know that too. But we don't like dirty things, and we're supposed to be making things clean. And so we just wanted to tell you that. Okay, so it's another thing. Okay, now about alcohol, there's a lot of abuse about alcohol, and we just know that it should be regulated, and it's okay to drink, okay, but in places we have places in our kingdom that don't like that. Well, they really makes sense, and it should. But we know that we can try this, because we do this, and we think that we can do this in part of all of our kingdom, and we use wine for ceremonies. So there would be a prescription that you could have from the doctor. You can have blank. You could have this, for alcohol consumption. In places where because sometimes you have to drink wine for blood to make your blood strong. So it's to sit and God had Noah make wine. Noah made wine, so he was the first person to make wine, and so basically sit, and so it seems like it might be an all right thing to a certain point. It's like a medicine. And remember when they didn't have anesthesia, we heard about it. And so they use wine to to make the person feel less pain. So, or alcohol or whiskey, so basically, so there might be a way that I'm asking our people now, our advisors, there might be a way where you can go to the, like old people. It says once a day. Some people like to drink. I don't know about once a day a glass of wine. I think that might be too much if somebody's trying to do something to somebody. But maybe a glass of wine might help someone, but they can get a prescription for that. I know that we do that in certain places, don't we? So that would certainly cut back on the alcoholics that are, you have to go through DTs and may not make it through detox. You see what I'm saying? That might be a way to do that, because the wine has some kind of medicinal purpose, the alcohol. So basically, they used it for when people didn't have anesthesia, so the proper anesthesia. So we can try that, okay? And everybody's not getting a prescription. The little places where little kids can drink out in the open, it would stop all of that. So and we're not having any bootleggers, because that's not coming over here. So we just want to say that to you too. Okay. So no, we don't have that. People will see that it's a good thing if it's used the right way medically. Like the doctor says, well, look, you need this to make your blood stronger, or to put more iron in your system. I don't know, but I don't drink. I'm a Nazir, and so but I know that it's for some reason. It's for some medical reason. So that's what I'm trying to say. So we could do it that way. Some places we do that already, right? Okay. So now it's Shavuot pretty soon, and we've had a nice Shabbat, even though we had to go around like that, and I rested a little bit, and my sore foot's better, and so now we want to tell you to try to have a most wonderful and safe week. And we will talk to you as soon as we can, and try to have a wonderful rest of Shabbat. And Shavua Tov when it comes.